Morning, folks. Last video I was telling you we were gonna rake ditches. Well, check this out. We got a nice rain yesterday, about an inch. We might raise some good soybeans this year for the first time in 4 years. So we're not gonna be able to rake ditches. Things are wet. We're gonna keep getting ready for harvest. Just pressure wash the 82, 85. That's gonna go on the grain cart. We got some things to do to this grain cart other than hooking it up. I greased it yesterday, but there's a gear case that we're gonna change oil in. Just dump it. It takes about a quart. Dad's gonna run to town and get some new rake wheels for the old Gale rake. Those wheels are bad, used, wore, bent, and we'll see what else we get into today. What say you?
There ain't much, but we're gonna take the cap off and see what it looks like for grease and see if we think we can get the nut tighter. There will be a cotter pin and a slotted nut, I suppose.
You happen to have a flathead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Work with him every day. Those who can't, okay, hold on. Those who can't do teach. Oh yeah.
That's what the innards look like. We want to make sure there's plenty of grease in there, and also that once we jack it off the ground, that there's not a bunch of play in this bearing. And if there was, we'd take this bolt out, tighten this nut a little bit, but we don't think we could get it even just to the next slot here, so it's plenty tight. I'm just gonna shoot some more grease in there. The bearings seem tight. We threw a little bit more grease in there. Now I want to drain this, but I don't have the right size hex. That's the fill. And the drain is like, what is that? You guys want to see how you get muddy paw prints all on your truck? Just like that. That's all you got to do. You just stay down there, all right? We'll see if he uses this. Alright. We're gonna run to Jeff, see if we can find the right hex. Hey, if you want to ride along, you gotta play by the rules, pal. Any of you want to hop in too? We found the right stuff at Uncle Jeff's. It says change oil every 2 seasons, I think. Which, you know, some people's seasons are longer than others. It's not a real defined time. But we've probably put 5 or 6 seasons on it, so I guess we'll change oil now. Yeah, there's a little chewing in there, so it's not bad to be changing it. Let it breathe a little bit. It still looks pretty clean though. Wow. That'll help. What do you see? Let's get him. And that's a 100% ready unit. In the last few days I greased the front end, fueled it, greased this machine. We checked wheel bearings, tightness and grease, gear case oil, hooked it all up. Everything is ready to go. You're living the high life now. Look at you. I'm happy as long as you stay right there, pal. Dad's on his way back with some new rake wheels. We'll get these soaking. These old rusty things. Ew. Where did you find that? It's a chunk of raccoon. We got all 7 wheels off. These things, they've raked so much and they're kind of weak that they were starting to bend like this, and so the rake teeth would come around, get caught in the spring. It made raking about impossible. Sucks, this ain't working, and then it worked.
Nope. There's a reason why I texted you that I got the rake in. It wouldn't be hard for me none.
Now we can rake that rained on ditch hay real good. Real smart, right? Smartly.
Who says rock don't crack the plexi?
So if you remember last year putting up ditch hay, we broke a few windows. We made it through ditch mowing, the ditch mowing portion, and we didn't break any. And now we baling with this tractor eventually after we rake. And so Dad got a piece of plexiglass and we just cut it, made a frame for it, and we're trying to figure out a way to get it just to cover this back window so the baler pickup doesn't throw a rock at it. So that's what we're doing right now. over to Storla Station, got some of this stuff, cut it to length. So we're gonna set the plexiglass here, and then that's gonna wrap around the back side. We're gonna drill a couple holes and attach it, I guess. All while balancing on the back 3-point of the tractor. What do you think about it?
It looks like Fred Flintstone started farming. What do you say? I like it a lot.
You know, from a distance.
Over here, a rock will hit here, and then it'll hit here, and then it'll break the glass up there.
Maybe.
Or, it'll not even bother that, but a rock will hit here, and then it'll do a side window.
Well, we got that project done, and I think the ground dried up enough. We're out of corn in the back. We got a half load of cracked corn in the semi. We'll dump that in the pit so we're ready for tomorrow feeding in the morning. I just remember Dad and I talked about not putting the cracked corn here because we might be filling this with wet corn in a couple weeks. I suppose if we end up having to move it, it won't take too much to just scoop it up and throw it in the silage bunker. You might be getting sick of harvest prep and all the fixing and preventative maintenance we've been doing. We're getting there. We're getting there. Thanks for watching. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. Oh, we're squatting.